Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel. Memberships start at just $2 a month, and you gain access to some really cool emotes. Lastly, if you are interested in joining any of our campaigns, I do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Go ahead and give us that recap. Ada?
No,
Damson.
Oh, right, yes.
Last time, a group meeting was called for us to clear the air and to try and get back on the same page with one another, to further develop the bonds of trust that should be there but have been lacking due to just how people had different viewpoints and not realizing certain things. Some people thought, oh, it's this, no, it's this, and it was from a lack of sharing the full image with one another. So we spent the first half of the session making sure that we were all on the same page of what certain rules are, of what certain definitions of words meant, and one's experiences, as that was where a lot of the confusion lay. What one thing meant to one person, it meant it different to another. Trying to bring us into a more harmonious group. Having come to a much greater understanding, including the rule Sylph being wonderful and writing down the rules of the Fae as determined by Sylph, and being freed from most of their commands by Aileen. A shooting star descended upon the sky as though we all wished for various things. Some wished for harmony in the party, some wished to further their own goals, some just wanted dinner. As the shooting star made a sharp turn towards us, as we hit the deck, and many said that this was not their doing, this is not my fault, knowing that blame would be coming their way. The group got up after the shooting star impacted, and we made our way over towards it, on air and by foot, finding that it was not a rock of metal that fell from the sky, it was a person. And this person we came to know as Sophis, who, as it turns out, was Sylph's squire at one point, having followed and learned the ways of the night by Sylph many, what is perceived years ago, before Sylph became more jaded with their outlook of realistic than idealist. As we were told some stories of how Sylph was the greatest knight that ever lived, and Sylph challenged, well, not challenged, encouraged Sophis to prove his outlook wrong, to bring him closer back to that ideal that he once was. As the party regrouped onto the boat, and we started continuing down the river with a new party member in tow.
Alrighty. So, you all, unfortunately, fed your new party member some food that doesn't sit well with them, so they will be occupied shitting their brains out, as many of you have experienced in your days.
You know, we should have been more careful with the food considering they just came from space.
Absolutely not. They deserved it. It's how you adapt to a new biome.
A whole new world.
Yeah, it's actually a fair point.
A whole new fantastic culinary.
So yes, as we had left off last session, the river widens as you travel downstream, its current carrying you towards a haze of light on the horizon. The afternoon sun flashes across the water in molten gold, and before long, a great shadow begins to rise against the western sky. At first, you think it's just cliffs or hills. Then the haze clears, and you see it. The walls. Greyhawk's walls rise high and ancient from the riverbank. Dark stone and pale mortar banded together like the bones of a sleeping giant. Towers crowned with parapets, each bearing pennants that ripple in the breeze. Crimson hawks upon silver fields. The city's proud sigil beyond the walls. You glimpse a sprawl of roofs and towers that stretch as far as the eye can see. Tier upon tier climbing inland towards the horizon. The Seleton curves southward, and your boat follows. The air grows thick with the smell of salt, smoke, and city life. Baked bread and tar, spices and sweet, and the faint ozone tang of magic in the air. The sound reaches you next. The low roar of thousands of voices. Bells toll somewhere within the city. A ship's whistle answers from the docks ahead. What the fuck? Oh. Your captain calls out orders as the river narrows into the bustling harbor. Wooden piers stretch out like fingers, each one crowded with ships, river barges, fishing boats, merchant cogs flying every flag of the Flenice. Dock hands and sailors swarm like ants, shouting over one another as they haul ropes and cargo. A massive crane swings overhead, creaking as it lowers crates from a ship twice the size of yours. The clang of metal and the bark of orders echo off the stone quarries. This is not fucking beginner's music. What the hell? Sorry, guys. Let's just go back to this one.
Enjoying it. Sounds like we were entering like a military complex.
You're not in combat. The clang of metal and bark of orders echo off the stone quarries. Every accent you've ever heard, and a few you haven't, ripple through the air. Dwarves haul barrels beside humans in velvet coats. Elves in silver robes barter with halfling merchants perched atop crates. A pair of guards in polished helms inspect cargo, while the street urchins dart past them, clutching a stone apple. The city rises beyond the harbor in layered steps, streets upon streets, roofs upon roofs, climbing up the slope away from the river. Each level gleams with a different kind of light. The lower quarters shimmer with lanterns and tavern fires. The upper district glitters with magic lamps and the polished domes of temples. And then you are inside the city, Greyhawk True. The population here is a menagerie, to say the least. As many people as you can possibly imagine are all moving and bustling through this major metropolis, a city unparalleled to anywhere else in the world. The biggest, largest city in all of Greyhawk. You can see so many different places. It's almost paralyzing to those of you that have lived smaller ways of life. In fact, for those of you that have lived smaller ways of life, meaning you have not been in any city, keep in mind, there is no city as big as Greyhawk. But if you haven't spent a grand amount of time in any major city, I would like for you to please roll me a charisma save. Any people?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm pulling up my character. I had to find my character sheet. I've got so many. Charisma save. Uh-oh.
Okay. Damson, you're keeping your wits about you here. I mean, it's just more people and more places and more things you have to keep a lookout for the entire time that you're in here, and more that you have to be careful about, and a lot of, well, it's everything. So much more of everything. However, you're managing to keep your wit about you. Sylph, on the other hand, you're more just blending into your group instead of bellowing out from it. And then there's Flittish. Flittish, unfortunately, you are kind of afraid of how many people are in this city. I mean, you didn't know there's this many people that existed. It's as if you grew up as a nomadic druid and you walked into New York City for the first time in your life.
It's good to be back home. British, you okay?
No. No. This is too much.
I've got you.
What?
Where are the trees?
There are some parks and there's some trees occasionally on streets, but there's some parks up there. I've got you. It'll be okay. And I'm going to press to digitate the smells that I've been working on of her homeland, just to try to reach the deep part of her brain and try to calm her just a bit. I know she's still going to be overloaded with everything, but
Right.
just trying to ease it just a little bit.
There's
You do that, and Flittish like breathes in, and she's trying to like calm her heart rate, and she just looks down at the ground just before her feet, trying to ignore everything else around her, and she's just going to focus on the ground just in front of her feet.
Right. Well, there's like a few, well, I wouldn't exactly call them rules, but you know, like social, well, rules kind of, that you should adhere to if you can here. It's like when there's like lots of people around, if you need to stop and talk somewhere, do it not in front of where people are walking, and try to keep a quick pace as well if people are walking. Everyone hates a slow walker in cities. And oh yeah, don't stop and talk at the entrance to someplace like a store or something. People will really hate you if you do that.
We if you don't mind, maybe we can stop by my place. It's near. I'm assuming we're in the river quarter because that's where we got off.
Correct.
It's not far from here. It's in the river quarter.
Your place?
Yes.
You have a home here?
Yes, I've mentioned several times that perhaps when we stop in here, we can get some information, and I have a place for Ada to do some research. Maybe I wasn't as clear as I should have been.
Sorry. Well, I was a little bit distracted there.
I was just saying, Damson was asking me if I had a place here, and I said, yes, of course. I've mentioned several times, Jenny, that I have a place here that maybe you can do some work and.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, we could. Yeah, that'd be nice to have like. We're not in like any particular kind of rush, I suppose, as I've said before, but yeah, it might be good to take some time here and just like get our bearings a little bit and see what we can learn also about what's happening around the world.
As you're standing there, someone bumps into you, Flittish. Hey, keep fucking moving.
She like flinches, and she's like almost scared. Like she's almost on the board. She's on the border of a panic attack.
Before the two paranoid members of the party ask, he's carrying a big barrel over his shoulder. No, he did not try to steal from her. He's just moving.
Right.
I knew it was coming.
Yeah, just try and like step aside if you're if you have to like hesitate and stop and wonder about what you're doing, kind of like try to not be in the way, sort of.
I'll go over and like wrap an arm around Flittish. And just stay close to me, Flittish. I'll make sure you don't get bumped into in this crazy place. It's a lot bigger than Iskandria. I'm surprised I'm holding it together, honestly. But hey, I am.
She just
So-
nods her head quickly and she's like, okay.
So good to be back. Are any of you hungry? We can grab a bite on the way. There's several food carts.
Yeah, that'd be nice. They have like everything here, if I recall correctly.
Yes. Wonderful, wonderful city. So we'll, as we're walking towards the place, I'll stop at one of the food stalls, food carts,
Yeah.
whatever they are.
Yeah, you stop off at one of the food vendors, and before you actually get in line, there's already a goblin sitting behind the cart, standing up on top of a stool. Yeah, what are you guys getting? Smoked eel, river smoked eel, skewers. Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. We'll take 2,
6.
4, 6. Yes.
And he pulls out the 6, hands them over to you. To everybody else, this is moving so fucking fast, but to you, you're used to this. You've been here before. As he hands you out 6 skewers very, very quickly.
I'll pay him and
Yep.
Move
6
out of line
skewers,
and move
1
on.
silver. That's about average.
I'll step aside and look to Flittish. Yeah, there's some of these like street kitchens that, where if you see the guys that are like sitting on the ground and doing the food serving and all that kind of thing, it's you might want to be a little bit wary of that. It's often very spicy and not all that.
Spicy,
Fuck.
you say?
Bakloonish spiced flatbread. Someone hands up to you. Damson, immediately seeing you, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you buy it. That'll be 5 copper pieces for the bread itself.
Ah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was
As
going
you
off the meme of like the Indian street food kind of thing.
Yeah. I got you. As you look at it, it is a beautiful, thin bread that is brushed with oil and topped with minced lamb, onions, cumin, and peppers of various different likes.
Just
you're gonna enjoy that, Damson. It's very tasty.
bite into that.
Oh, that tastes so good. They have spices in this city.
They have flavor here. They have flavor. They know how to season their food. Wonderful.
You know, I kind of like it when the seasoning isn't that all that much. It sort of takes away the more subtle nuances of the food, you know? Not
A couple of the goblins walking by, look over at you and go, "Yeah, you would, human." And just keep walking.
well, they're goblins. Who cares what they think?
Wizard eggs! Get your soft-boiled wizard eggs!
Sylph, you want to try some? Or the
Wizard
eggs?
eggs?
Wizard eggs!
No.
Wizards are hatched from eggs?
You know, that
Oh.
makes sense.
These are eggs made by students of the School of Wizardry. They're meant to stave off exhaustion.
Oh.
And here I was thinking that the wizards fall on such hard times. They're now just making eggs?
2 silver apiece. You want the eggs or not? It's what wizards eat to stay focused.
Maybe they take like the students that fail tests and stuff and polymorph them into chickens?
Bro, I'm trying to sell eggs. You gonna buy eggs or not?
No.
No, I'll stick with normal, regular eggs made
I
by
got those
birds.
2. Oh, you want bird eggs? No, I don't have any of those.
What eggs do you have other than wizard eggs?
Alligator.
Oh. I'll still pass. That's weird. No.
They look at you, Damson. Wizard egg? And they hold up this inky black herb-encrusted egg.
No, thank you.
Very well. And they keep pushing by. God, out-of-towners don't have any good taste or sense. As you are looking around, Damson, to your excitement and overjoy, they have fire pepper skewers.
Immediately going over how much?
As you walk over, he looks at you and goes, well, it depends. If you don't need any water before the third bite, it's only a silver. But if you need water before your third bite, 2 silver.
Deal.
He'll hand you over one. As you bite into it, give me a con save.
You know, water actually makes it worse.
That's preposterous. Water washes your mouth out. She's stupid. I know. You're right. It's just
Who needs water when you have acid?
you bite into it and oh, it's so good. And you just keep chomping through and he's like, nice. You see a human sitting next to you, red in the face, red in the chest, sweating and crying, snot rolling down their nose. It's really good. And he'll take your 1 silver for the skewer. But yeah, place seems to have all manners of wonderful, wonderful eats. And a fantastic feature of the city of Greyhawk, everyone. You're allowed to openly have open drinks with you as you're walking around the city. Some places, they don't let you have mead as you walk around. That's rude.
What are they, Puritan Society?
Some. You just left one.
Flittish finds she has no appetite right now.
Here, up around the corner, they have some wonderful mead. Let me take you to one of my favorite spots. A little mead place.
So there's this wonderful, tiny little mead shop that is built directly next door to a ribs and barbecue location. The ribs and barbecue uses the mead from the mead shop itself to season their ribs, braise them properly. But the mead here, it is strong, it is potent, and it's really good.
I highly recommend that you just sip on the mead. It's very tasty, but very potent. And how many? One for everyone? Flittish, do you want some mead? It might help calm your nerves a bit.
She'll
No, thank you.
nod, kind of unsure.
5 of you, 1 silver.
And I pay the silver, hand it to everyone. Here you go. Flittish?
I think I want to keep my head clear for now.
She holds it, but she's more focused on, kind of glancing over her shoulder a little bit than she is in drinking it. She's just kind of clutching it to herself.
First time in the big city, huh? The NPC addresses you, Flittish.
She looks startled that someone's actually talking to her, and she just nods her head.
Yeah, it's a bit daunting. Just, if I can give you a recommendation, if someone walks up to you and they're going to be a little friendly, but you don't know them, punch them square in the dick. Solves all your problems, and you'll no longer be a mock.
Good advice.
She nods, okay. She'll take that advice.
Friendliness doesn't exist, sweetheart, without ulterior motives.
I'll tip him 2 copper, and then we... Just up here ahead. We're almost there to my place.
All right. So, are we having ribs there.
Oh,
So you
we
could-
will have ribs tonight. They are the
Nice.
most amazing ribs. Yes. So.
I was thinking you could say we have ribs at McCrib.
My
So-
crib rib.
Yeah.
What's the name of your handout, Mr. Amazing?
I'll drop it. I will.
I gave you a handout. Where is it?
I don't see it, but I will Let me do this.
I did give you a handout way before, like, right?
I don't remember. I think you did. I thought there was one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna copy this and I'll just read. Oh, you're not in Discord. I'll drop it in.
You can drop it in Discord, and
Okay.
yeah, if you want to describe it to everybody, feel free.
Yeah. There's that, and then I don't know where the other stuff that was on the. Anyway, so as we're coming around the corner, you see a building, 2 floors, and there's a big sign that says it's a sign, and there are 4 words stacked on each other, but off center, and it says Mr. Amazing's Gaming Extravaganza. And if you pay attention to it, you notice that it spells out mage on it. And it appears to be some type of gaming hall where people can go and gamble and do different things. Like a...
So, do you own the building then?
yes, I do.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah, it's a nice little place. Hopefully Diamond Jack is there to help us out.
Who's that?
Diamond Jack is a wonderful, wonderful person. You'll meet her soon.
All right.
You own a gaming establishment.
Well, it's a gaming extravaganza. Yes, we do gaming and other things. Sometimes I do little stage shows and whatnot. Have beverages in there, like a little saloon type.
All right. Is this the kind of place where like the house always wins?
Well, I don't know about always, but
All right. Just testing.
it's
the
here for
waters
fun.
here.
Yes,
Alright, good.
but we have multiple games for you to play and whatnot. It's a lot of fun. The food's good. The liquor's cheap, and let's go on inside.
Sure. Didn't know you had this kind of thing going.
Well, have to pay the bills and whatnot.
Right, but well, yeah, that makes sense, kind of. I mean, there's more bills to pay if you have a place like this, though.
That is true, but we make a modest amount of money on the lose a little bit on the liquor, but gain a lot on the different games that are there and the food and service.
Right. I was wondering, Flittish, have you ever like paid any bills, kind of for like? And I'm not saying that as like sort of meant to be offensive in any way, kind of.
I pay for services rendered. I pay for goods when I purchase them, but other than that, I'm not sure what you mean by bills.
Like having to pay for like rent or things like that.
I mean, I've paid for rooms when I stay at inns.
All right. What about taxes?
I don't know what those are.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Asking a druid about taxes. So,
Yeah, there's the druid tax.
Yeah, it's where the noble has to house the druid for free.
yeah. It's the
Although-
scratch tax. You turn into a cat and get scritches.
Yeah, because look, if you don't house the druid for free, your the crops of the peasants above you are going to wither and die, and then you're going to get a revolt on your hands.
True. Cities kind of want their druids. They're pretty important. So, the river quarter hums like a living thing. The rattle of carts over cobblestone, the laughter spilling from the taverns, and the crash of waves against the docks. The smell of salt and roasted meats hangs heavy in the evening air. And then, above it all, you see it. A 3-story building of burnished red brick and golden trim. Its facade glowing in the lamplight. The great sign hangs overhead, letters stacked in gleaming brass. Mr. Amazing's Gaming Extravaganza. The initials, Mage, sparkle faintly, and for just a heartbeat, you think the letter shimmers with real arcane light. Music filters from within, the lively thrum of a fiddle, the ring of laughter, and the unmistakable clatter of dice cups and spinning wheels. 2 burly half-orc bouncers stand by the door, dressed in deep blue waistcoats and wearing enchanted monocles that flicker when patrons passed. A faint shimmer of illusion, magic ripples through the entrance archway. Not threatening, but unmistakably deliberate. As you step through, the city's noise fades into a different kind of chaos, one made of cheers, clinks, and wagers shout over velvet tables. The interior is vast, far larger than the exterior should allow. The scent of pipe smoke and polished oak fills the air. Golden chandeliers hang from the ceiling, each glowing not by flame, but by a steady floating light, orb that hovers beneath etched glass. As you look around the establishment, you lay eyes on Diamond Jack. She's impossible to miss. A forest gnome no taller than one's chest, yet she commands the entire hall like a queen on her stage. Her hair is a rich rosette brown, braided on one side and cascading on the other in soft curls that catch the lamplight. Her skin has the sun-kissed warmth of one who works under candlelight, and charm glow alike. And her eyes, a crystalline teal, sparkle with a cunning of a born gambler. But it's her smile that stops you. One of her upper canines has been replaced entirely by a small, perfectly cut diamond. It glints when she grins, scattering tiny prisms of color across her face. Some say it's enchanted to shimmer when someone lies to her. Others say it's just a fashion statement. Either way, it gives her grin a dangerous, dazzling edge. And as she looks over, she smiles. Welcome, darlings. New blood or old Mr. Amazing.
So wonderful to see you. And I'll go and I'll give her a big hug, pick her up. These are my friends.
She'll slap you in the face after you pick her up. Don't do that.
I know. This is Flittish. She's a bit shy.
Shy? Nice to meet you.
Yeah. The purple one here, that's Damson.
Do you make the habit of speaking for all the ladies yourself now? Is that how you do things?
Is that
what they taught you to do over there?
I think that's what's going on. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Oh, I mean, only if you deem so worthy, my lord. So who are you, ladies?
I am Damson.
Pleasure to meet you.
You can call me Jenny. And don't worry, I'm not the type to take offense of like being spoken for. Kind of. Depends on how.
Ah, that's a shame. More people should be offended. It's entertaining.
Oh no, it's just really annoying.
Depends on perspective. You ever see a man's eye begin to bulge out of his head as a vein nearly pops in his forehead?
Oh yeah.
It's wonderful. Anyways, you two?
Liddish.
Wow, you are shy. Yeah, I suppose you do have to speak for this one. And how about you, furry-eared little person? Tora, are you there?
Yes. What's up? Sorry.
NPC just asked you to introduce yourself.
No.
Wow, a whole bunch of rude fucks that you brought in here this time.
It's been a long trip. They need some rest. They'll be better in the morning. I think they're just a bit overwhelmed from the journey on the river and the city.
Special VIP or private quota? You would know that special VIP means milk them for every fucking coin they have.
Oh, just private for this evening.
Understood. Follow me. And she'll walk past a couple of the tables while watching everybody do what they are doing, and she seems to notice something happens at one of the tables of roulette and pauses for a moment, watching, looking at the man doing the thing, and then, with a twist of 3 fingers, snaps, and a coin moves out from his pocket into her hand as she hands that over to one of the waitresses.
See, you've got a well-oiled establishment here.
Oh, yes. Learn that we don't really like to confront the people that are cheating. We'll just take it right from their pockets.
With a little bit extra, right?
Diamond Jack
Tips.
is wonderful. Yeah. Couldn't do all of this without him.
She brings you over to a private gambling hall. This entire area is separated just for your personal private uses, Mr. Amazing. It does have the facade of having all of the typical gaming tables there, but all of these are meant for research or meant for any type of studying you need to do. The bookshelves, they're all coded so that you know what the books say, but the average person looking at them would see the dog jumps over the fence. As she brings you back over to here, you see that there's this lovely offshoot over to the one side that has a very nice looking dining hall. There's a workshop with various different tools in there. There's a couple of different bathrooms, most of which look like they are much more modern than anywhere else you guys have been thus far, with the entire floors being tiled and cascading downwards to make the entire room a bath for you to utilize. And as she brings you all over here, she will go over to one of the shelves, pull out a bottle of wine, and start decanting it. So welcome back, Mr. Amazing. Are we working on anything new today?
Not that I know of today. I need to debrief with my colleagues here. And then we'll get back. We'll join you again this evening, and I'll let you know what we're working on.
Yep, no problem. Everything's on the up and up. Here's your ledger for how things have been running and operating. I've kept the books 100%. We've only been spied on by 3 times by one of the other towers. None of them have realized anything too potent or magical happening in this far back room. So everything should be on the up and up.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
By the way, if
which
you are...
other
Yes, what?
which other towers is that?
You may ask him if he wishes to divulge that information.
Yeah, I'm kind of asking both of you.
No, that'll be up to you. But if you are interested, we are owed a small loan that we are trying to redeem for 2,000 gold.
Yes.
Noble House, perhaps be able to get some sway out of them. I tell you, they keep getting dumber and dumber, letting their children off leashes to come gamble here.
Oh, absolutely.
What human deemed that it's reasonable that somebody's an adult when they're 18? Fucking idiots. Anyways,
Exactly.
good day. Pleasure
Good
to
day.
meet you all. Goodbye. And she saunters out and immediately puts back on the golden glam girl facade as she walks back into the main hall.
Wait, do you consider yourselves adults at 18?
Yes, humans do. Most
That's-
countries.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Weird.
16 over in Nyrond. Like for legal purchases and buying, making contracts and that kind of stuff.
Which is absolutely crazy to me, but it is what it is. Every culture has their own.
Yeah.
Now, is there anything I can do to... Hold on, I gotta turn down the volume.
Oh, is that loud? I apologize.
Probably just on mine. I had it turned up on a different game, I think, because it was low one time and I just never turned it down.
I gotcha.
So we can stay here for a bit, do our research, look out. I've got a workshop if you need to do anything.
All right. Yeah, no, that sounds good. So
And by, just so
yeah.
you know, I trust Diamond Jack with everything, so no secrets from her.
All right. Out of game. The caravan that we traveled with and the other groups, Barrel and Kieran and those. Are they also in Greyhawk now? Did they travel here with us, or
They
have we-
traveled to the city, but you are parting ways.
Right.
If you wish to say goodbye, they have a tavern tonight. But...
Yeah, because we never got to like speak properly with them after we rescued her from the ship and all that.
Sure. We can do that.
Yeah. I believe the course of action, like Jenny suggested, is let's spend the night with the rest of the folks of the caravan to properly see them off.
Yeah, I think we should do that. Also, I'm a bit curious about what's up with that thing, Kieran's parents and the hip bone and all that kind of stuff. Maybe she could
Yes.
tell us a bit more about it.
Yes, we'll see if we can get some information from her, and maybe I can mention to Diamond Jack about the hip bone and see if she overhears anything. I doubt it, but maybe.
Yeah.
By the way, she is going to know that you are the Baroness, by the way. Just full disclosure.
Why?
She handles everything for me. She needs to know. You'll be safe.
Sure, but okay. Fine. I'll trust your judgment on that.
And I am going to... It is on this character, right? Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna. Even though I'm still in here, I'll send Diamond Jack a message with a spell. I'll cast sending, and just let her know. I'll probably have to cast it twice. I'm gonna let her know. Man, that would be a lot of spells. Hold on. I don't know if I can get that into 50 words.
She's right outside now.
She's right there.
Yeah, I'll go ahead. Yeah, I'll just bring her in and.
Okay, you bring her back.
A couple things.
Yes.
First, Jenny is in disguise. It's important that you know this. She's actually originally from Nyrond, but she is the actually, Jenny, why don't you tell her?
Right. Well, it's it's complicated, I suppose.
If she's going to keep you safe in the city, she needs to know.
All right. Well, fair enough. I'll drop the. Are we? Is it just us there now, or are there any other like?
You are in the
attendants or anything?
private area
Right,
just
okay.
for his mage research and everything.
All right. I'll drop the disguise then, and revert to my usual accent. So, well, nice to meet you. My name is Lady Adeline Devereaux, of House Devereaux from Nyrond.
No, that was an illusion, right? Your disguise?
Yeah, it's from the Hat of Disguise.
Okay, she'll nod. So you were the one prancing around with an illusion. Okay, good.
Well, I believe I am probably not the only one.
She looks at everyone else here.
I look at Mr. Amazing specifically.
Oh, please.
Right. Well, yes. I might be wanted. But you don't need to worry about me because those are false. Well, I suppose somewhat warranted, but the the ones who are responsible for the bounty is also they are the ones you should worry about.
And who are they?
The Caillou family, I would suspect.
Oh. She looks over at you, Mr. Amazing. Is that why you had me do some research on them a few months back?
That is, yes.
Ah, wonderful. Easy enough. I'm assuming you're avoiding betrothment to one of them or something. Not a problem at all. We understand how gross noble politics are.
Well,
Breeding of livestock is what they treat you like. It's horrible.
well, yes, I suppose that is one way of seeing it.
I mean,
I
it's the
was
same
betrothed.
thing as being a bitch.
Well, sure, I suppose. There are good ways of being. You could be a bad bitch. You could be a good bitch. It's...
I'm starting to like her.
I thought you would. Well, perhaps you should also mention the Baron and the robes.
Right. Well, it would appear that no. Okay, so over in Ket, there is the Blue Tower of Wizards, located in the city of Polvar. They have a special interest in me, it would seem, and that I believe I don't know the full picture of it, but well, one of their associates, a mage by the name of Zerun, he was originally hired by the Caillou family to wipe my memories.
Well, good news. He's reported dead.
Yes, we killed him.
Worse news, then. There's
How's-
currently a bounty out on the individuals who killed him.
Okay, well, that makes a bit of sense then, I suppose. Yes, so we have drawn the ire of these mages, I suppose. But they have also drawn our ire. And, well, yes, I am, I suppose, officially Baroness in Ket now. Al-Ilshad.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Well, thanks. Though I don't know if, well, there are divorce processes also in Nyrond, although marriage is usually considered a binding oath for the rest of your life. There are some exceptions to it. Being stabbed in the lung by your fiancé is probably enough to warrant a divorce, I would say. Although I don't know if the process has been started by anyone. I did not, at least, when I fled.
So long as you told him that's the second worst thing he stabbed you with.
No, it was actually the worst thing.
Good on him. Anyways,
Well, I mean, you can still have a rational. It doesn't matter.
so you're the reason that I was told to set up a alchemical station within our workshop.
Right.
Very well. And the poisonous station as well?
Yes.
Very good. And as you have previously requested, we did already start setting up the garden in the back area. It is about 90% finished. I assume Miss Shy Lady over there is the gardener that you were trying to have things more well suited for?
Yes,
Easy
that
enough.
is correct.
We weren't able to get all of the specific flowers of your homeland, as you described to him, but we were able to track down at least a few of them.
So hopefully
Flittish.
Flittish.
Yeah, she says that looking at you, Flittish.
Flittish being unaware that that was happening. It was like, wait, what?
The flowers. He told me about all the copious amounts of details that you kept giving him, so I just took it upon myself when he said we need a garden available for when he arrived to get some of those flowers from your homeland and get them imported over. Really hard to find any of them that weren't diseased, but I think we did a good job.
Could I see this?
Absolutely. One second. She brings you over past the storeroom area, which does look relatively empty right now, Mr. Amazing. Shit flies off the shelf. It's easy. In the city, things sell. And when she brings you over towards this back door, she opens it up, and you see that you are standing in this open area between multiple buildings that creates this little garden area for you. The smell of herbs and blossoming native fragrances are all just tickling at your nostrils as you are walking through, and you start to notice the various different gorgeous looking plants that are here. There are the moon petal lilies that all seem to litter around the tree stumps, particularly in very wet environments closer to any rivers or streams or anything like that. You recognize the Wild Mother's Veil, which are these beautiful vines that are just wrapped over the walls themselves and are faintly luminescent with purple blossoms that just seem to sap out the heat from this environment. Then you go over and you notice that there's the Stormbloom orchids as well. Beautiful orchids that grow in open groves within your forest that always face this area that the moon will be rising or falling in.
So Flittish like slowly wanders out into this, like pausing to like almost commune with each of the plants as she's walking by, and like she's got tears coming like flowing down her face. She doesn't realize that she's crying, but she's just so overcome with emotion and gratitude that she's just lost in this moment.
While you're wandering, she'll go over to you, Mr. Amazing, and whisper, "Very interesting thing. None of these flowers were actually common ones found in the area. The common ones all seem to be diseased with something. I didn't get that many details about it, but all of these are more symbolic and sacred blooms. Very weird. The rarer ones were easier to get healthy than it were the common ones."
That is very interesting.
Yes, I thought so.
Flittish lives here now.
Oh, and you'll be happy to know that we are getting an imported Gleam Hot Rose as well. An entire bush of them.
Oh, fantastic.
But that might be another 2 or 3 weeks before it gets here.
Yes, understood. You are remarkable, Diamond Jack. I don't know what I could do without you.
Oh, it's fine. I already gave myself the tip.
Perfect.
Can I roll a herbalism check on the mention of a Gleamheart rose to sort of assess what it's used for?
Sure, go ahead.
Um,
Herbalism,
Is there anything that would give me advantage on this?
nature.
Yeah, I had that. So, intelligence or...
Yes.
14.
The rose petals aren't really used for anything whatsoever, but the rose thorns are very commonly used in cultist rituals to gain favor by dryads or fae. By noble houses. Not really like a druidic thing. It's nobles use the thorns to draw forth their blood if they want to try to summon a fae. You know, some nobles are fucking stupid. You don't summon them, they fall out of meteors.
Yeah. Interesting.
So yeah, Flittish will be out here for a while, kind of just communing with this piece of her homeland and using this to calm herself and get her back to like a baseline normal.
All right, well, if you need me for anything else, be sure to holler out to me. I'll just be in the hall doing all of the work for you.
Yes. Quick question: have you
Yes.
heard anything ever about some type of hip bone that?
Nice.
That's
Damson,
way too
how would
good.
you-
Holy shit.
Damson,
Sorry.
how would you phrase it?
Damson?
I mean, just some old hip bone that was discovered by archaeologists?
Yes, there was a Kieran. There's a Kieran. And player just forgot her last name. Let me pull up my character sheet. When I say her last name, Yellow Robe.
Velour, I think.
Yes, her parents were doing some archaeologists were doing some research and they found some type of hip. And if you hear of anything or anything, let us know. Very curious.
It's apparently of some importance to the wizards. Maybe not just the blue ones, but I think the yellow ones as well.
I would assume so. If you're talking about a hip bone, presumably you're talking about the one that was discovered not very long ago? Maybe 5 years? 6 years?
That could make sense, yes.
There's
Sounds about right.
prehistoric discovery of a hip bone that some of the archaeologists that had looked upon it assumed had came from the age of myth,
Interesting.
back when titans roamed before the birth of gods.
Right.
Interesting. Thank you.
While we are on the topic, Miss Diamond.
Just call me Jack.
Yes. You probably have some connections in the city, right? For procuring and maybe finding people who might be interested in purchasing various rare components and the like.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Well, it just so happens that we have a few pounds of, well, we call it blood salt. It is a very rare and quite valuable commodity, which has been, well, extracted directly from the, I suppose you could call it almost the undying heart of a dead titan.
Well, if you're looking to offload it and get it sold, I could work on that for you. Of course, you're going to have to leave it here with me to do that.
Right. Well, I'm. That's fine with me. I have already used it for what I have the well, most of the purpose for it. There is some left of the cream I made. What do you guys think? It's
I
worth
think-
quite a lot.
I think we should hold on to it. You never know when we might need it.
Sure. Well, we could sell some of it. Yeah, hold on to some of it.
Why? We have plenty of coin.
You can.
You can never have too much coin, darling.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Did you get it? Agreed.
Oh, I understood.
Right.
Yes. And if we need more, we always know where we can go back and get it. Perhaps at least sell, if not the whole thing, half.
Yeah. It should be worth quite a lot, at least.
Tell me how much of it you have, how much you're interested in selling it for.
Well, let me double check again. Inventory.
Yes.
No, that's the cream. I think it's actually in the party list. Yeah, I'll look it up. Just continue. Meanwhile.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's any further investigations you wish for me to do while you're here, just be sure to ask about it. Currently, I do have a few feelers out on that meteor that had fallen not very far away from here the other day.
Well,
Did you all see
Good.
that?
we did, and actually, we found someone that was with that meteor.
Oh! A real Christ of a situation. Okay.
Mhm.
It's 2 pounds.
And how much would you like to sell it for?
Well, I'm thinking each pound should be worth at least 1,500 gold or something.
All right, type it out for me. And you're selling 2 pounds.
Yeah, unless anyone else is protesting.
Damson protested.
Was it a
Very
protest or was it like
Yes, someone said, why waste our time on it? And that is a protest. Just because they didn't argue with you doesn't mean it's not a protest.
Well, I'm thinking there's levels to it, but yeah, okay. So I'm selling 1 pound then at least.
Very well.
Uh,
Any of the robes you want me to avoid? Oh, go on, Damson.
let finish Ada's resolve first. I thought you were done.
Any of the robes you want me to avoid when I'm trying to sell it to them? Are we pissed off at any of them currently?
The blue.
Yes.
Fuck the blue. Understood.
Miss Diamond.
Yes. Just Jack, please. All that miss shit is for people with sticks in their asses.
Very well, Jack. Could you do me a small favor and see if you can find any further information on a dragonborn named Astalon?
A small favor? What would I be receiving in return for doing this for you?
I mean, if you wish for the common trade of gold, I'm more than happy to do that. I do not wish to be mistaken for them again.
So they're a dragonborn who looks like you, but
And
is
is
based
a
on the
mer-
name, I'm going to say a guy?
Male, blue feathers, and is a murderer. Needless
Blue
to say,
feathers. Okay.
I do not wish to get into such a situation again.
All right.
I believe
And
yeah.
no, go on.
I do know that they are already antagonistic with the Hawthorns.
Very well. I'll get the information, and don't worry about paying me. Every time I do something on behalf of Mr. Amazing, I just take the coins directly out from his coffers.
Very well. Thank you ever so much.
Ever so welcome. Don't worry about the tip. I'm going to pay myself very handsomely this quarter, Mr. Amazing.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Alrighty, everybody. I believe that's everything for the time being. Unless anybody has anything else they need me to do. Would you like some ear cream? She looks over at you, Sylph. A fur brush? Okay, no fur brush from you. Mr. Amazing, what level of fuck you towards the blue mages are we currently? Laxatives in their next grain supply.
Yes, that would be great. Thank you.
I'll be on it.
Could always make some.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I just hear savings? And she smiles.
Well, I expect to be paid for my time, you know?
Hey, you take it from his coffers. So...
Just get me some ipecac leaves and I will see about making some.
Hiccup? We'll be on it.
Ipecac.
Ipecac.
Yes.
Sure. she'll finally walk away. And I think this is a good place for us to go ahead and go on break. Be right back. Welcome back to the Tim Curry Fan Club. So, where last we left off, you all were finally left alone from Diamond Jack, who apparently seems to have this entire bastion locked down and running the business by herself, with the assistance of other employees, but she's running it.
Well,
All
if
right.
you want, we can leave our stuff here and head over to the tavern and say our goodbyes to the captain and maybe ask some questions about Kieran.
Yes, that would be good. Perhaps.
And also the whole thing about why, she was taken as well.
Exactly. It does seem to tie into that whole thing with the hip bone.
Someone was taken?
Kieran.
Yeah, back in the other city.
Oh, we saved her. Okay. I thought she was taken again. Never mind. I'm going to tune back out.
Well, I don't think so. I hope this is not like one of those things like escort the NPC.
Slowly looks to Adeline and slowly looks to the camera. No!
What the
Nothing like that.
She's still just standing there at the docks, the last place she was before you walked too fast. Every game dev out there, your NPC should run. Just period, end of set. Faster than me. Fuck you,
Yeah,
make them run. If they walk and I have to listen to their ass, shut the fuck up. Horrible game, 0 stars. Run.
Make
Just
them
have them,
run, make them
yeah.
actually out of breath when they're speaking to you, but make them a little bit faster to annoy you because you can't catch up. So their voice slowly comes away.
So,
But yes, it would be good to catch up and ask them a little bit more about what that whole thing was about. And
Yeah.
I mean, they probably bear a bit of a grudge against these blue wizards now themselves, so could be useful allies to have in the future.
I'm also curious if what happened after the distraction we used.
It's
The dragon, yes.
well, they all got out of town the same time as you.
Right, but I'm wondering if maybe word is spread in town here. I mean, this is, as it was advertised, the biggest city on the continent. Surely, if there's word that Viluna has now distanced itself from the Blue Mages, that'd be interesting to hear about.
I have a question for you, Damson.
What is it, Self?
Why would another city-state care for another city-state that they weren't helping to begin with?
Because trade flows through them?
I mean, Greyhawk is like the center of this planet. They will always get trade one way or another. It's like mage galore, right? Summoning circles and familiars and concubines.
Going off of well, I wouldn't say specific historical events, but at least the stereotype is that most mages, not all, of course, Mr. Amazing, that they are usually out to expand their own power and get more influence and attain divinity and immortality and whatever else might be. I mean, nobles aren't all that different, I would say.
Well, I
So,
can always, take a peek if you guys want me to. I'm here at your service.
take a peek. What do you mean?
View from afar, scrying.
Right. Well, sure. I mean, if you think it's worth the risk, I imagine those wizards, especially the ones, the one we fought with the boat, the Archmage. What was his name again? Deshawn? No.
Deshaun. It was a water bottle.
Hang on, let me check my notes.
All I know is I watched you grab him and sunk him in the water. He really must have needed a bath.
Yes. He was a dirty, dirty man.
Well, I think we know what Ada prefers.
Clean man who don't stab me in the lung.
Well, I was gonna say, someone who doesn't manipulate you and actually treats you like a person?
No, I think she prefers men.
Yes, well, what was yeah, I don't think I actually noted down his name. It was
I just remember I butchered it by saying Deshaun, and that's the only thing that's
yeah,
deposited in
that's
my
what I
head.
remember now. Deshaun.
But it wasn't. It was
Duchesne.
Yeah,
Duchesne.
Duchesne. Yeah,
Duchesne.
that's
Thank
what it was. Yeah. Yeah. So I, but on that note, as I mentioned, also when it was, well, it still is relevant. I think we might have to take some more serious steps to ensure our well protection from such things as what you are referring to, scrying.
yes. And
Most likely.
wondering, maybe you want to switch your disguise now that we're in Greyhawk. Maybe if anyone was following you, you will. Of course, they're going to know where the dragon is and stuff. But it's a big city. Maybe Jenny
Sure.
would have disappeared, and someone else. It's up to you.
All right.
Just a thought.
I will think on a different sort of persona. Jenny was getting a little bit tired anyway. It's fine.
It must be very hard to play someone that's so non-intellectual.
It
Let's
is,
start
but
with a turn. I
Actually,
apologize. That
it's,
was me. That wasn't me. When I apologize, my lady.
it was actually it's actually kind of an interesting sort of like mind exercise, if you will. You know, try and delve into how someone else might think, and like leave behind your actual identity for a little bit to like explore other ways of, well, perspectives, I guess.
Should I go get Flittish? I believe she's out in the garden, and we can head off.
Sure.
And
Also,
I'll-
thank you for recognizing me as the dragon I am.
Of course. And I'll head over to the garden. Flittish, sorry to interrupt if you're meditating or thinking.
No, that's fine.
Is the garden suitable? Is it everything okay for you?
This is wonderful. Thank
Good,
you so much for this, but why did you
Yes.
do this?
Why not? I wanted you to feel comfortable here. I know you've been away from your home for a while, and we've discussed it at length, and I thought it might be nice for you to have a little retreat here, a little place. Can't replace your home, but maybe help.
It does. You have no idea how much this helps. Thank you so much for this.
You're welcome. I like to help my friends. We're heading over to the tavern to meet the captain and whatnot. Care to join us?
Yes. Yeah, I'm feeling better. So yeah, I'd like to join.
One more thing. Jack did tell me that in procuring when the people that were procuring these plants for you, it seems the normal common plants were very diseased. The sacred plants that are here in this garden also had some disease, but they were easier to fix and I don't want to say bring back to life, but I'm not my thumb is not as it's what I'm trying to say. I'm not. I like plants. I'm just not good at
Not
them.
that good with them.
Yes.
I get that. I do know that the Dalkir corruption is weighing waste to my homeland. That's part of what I'm trying to do is find a cure that will affect everything, not just people. But I'm not sure why these plants are resisting it more than the other plants. I'd have to do some research into that.
Yes, we should research it, and maybe after we're done helping the Baroness, we can continue to research and see if there's any way to find a. I don't know if cure is the right word, but for your homeland, see if we can help.
Sure.
Right. Well, the others are waiting for us.
All right. Let's go venture out into the wilds.
Here, and I'll pick off a little flower, one of the flowers, and I'll hand it to Flittish. Maybe if you carry this and occasionally sniff on it, it'll help you calm your nerves a bit while we're in the city.
Thank you.
And then we'll head back to everyone else. Damson, Sylph, are you both doing okay here? Is there anything I can do to help make it more comfortable for you?
Just looks to you, Damson. Whatever she needs, I am very adaptable. Right now, I'm just trying to blend in and be a shadow to you guys.
Well, you don't have to be just a shadow. You are wonderful being out and bright as you are. And as for me, I'm doing surprisingly well. I'm not. It is still a big city, but I'm not as overwhelmed as I was in Iskandria. I don't know if it's the fact that we were in several cities for a while that helped calm it down, but it's okay. Still find it weird there's this many people in one area, though.
Oh, we barely hit the city even. Maybe I shouldn't have said that, but...
I mean, there's no room for you to stretch out and claim your own. It's very dense.
Dense, but you can find some good deals on places from time to time.
I mean, if that's what you're looking for. I mean, as long as I have family and friends with me, I don't care where I am.
Perfect.
As long as I have this, especially with Sylph by my side.
Yes. I forget. Didn't you say something about an engagement or a marriage or wedding, something?
I did not.
All right. Well, let's head out and by the way, there's also lots of good research that can possibly be done in this city. Many libraries.
I don't have much to research, really. I'm just here to get my lady to her place, and that's all. Everything else is just a distraction.
Understood. I just thought maybe you'd be interested in seeing if there was any information about the crash site.
Oh, as I said, I couldn't care any less of that at the moment. The objective is to get the lady back home. After that, then I am obligatory and completely free. Once again.
Understood.
So, yeah, I was kind of thinking, like, I wasn't there right now, but
You are.
Are you okay? In that case, I'll look at Sophan's suggestion. It doesn't have to be like a single-minded sort of purpose. You can try to achieve other things you want as well.
That's funny. Thank you for offering me something of that. But when you've experienced a lot, there isn't anything new I can gain or glean. So, I watch you. You're new to a lot of things, so you do not know. I've offered advice and given to the unknown, because that is what I'm good at, the unknown. But I've given a promise, and I have to keep that word. So to me, nothing else matters until yourself gets back to your homeland.
But I mean, you could still achieve the promise while also achieving other things, right? It's not like you're bound to only do that. Is that how it works?
No, I sworn myself to you.
Right. And I just said you could try to achieve other things as well if you want.
Maybe if you issued it more as a strong suggestion or a light command. I don't know how that works, but just a thought.
Right. Well,
If you're
it's
asking for my talents, in this iteration, I make maps. They're not that useful, so I apologize.
Your map
I
isn't one?
thought it. Not really used them that much compared to the journey. I thought maybe it would be of some use, but not really compared to your guys' talents and skills. It's why I enjoy watching you train.
Yes.
Well, you see the sort of well, it sort of poses a bit of a dilemma for me, sort of, because it seems like it is sort of exceptionally easy to take advantage of that. And I'm not saying I want to take advantage of your literal interpretation of things, but it's sort of hard to formulate certain thoughts without thinking about all the or rather with thinking about all the potential outcomes that could arise from it that would be sort of unwanted, if you understand.
You do know there is a way to kind of figure that out. And that's just ask self, if I were to give you this command, what would it mean you can and cannot do? You know, just ask them before you issue it.
Right, well, yes, I suppose that's fair. It just sort of feels like I would be stepping on your actual, your own, like, own will, sort of.
Oh, you've already done that. That's why I'm here.
Right.
I'm
And right. Yeah, well, it's sort of yeah. You ask why I had trouble trusting you. That is one explanation for it.
Yeah, you had trouble of trusting the person who is literally the only person who doesn't lie and has to stay what they see and how it is.
Right, but if it when you relate to me that it is because you are compelled to do it and not necessarily because you actually want to, then that sort of undermines the whole point of trust.
Oh, no. I'm not compelled to do it. It's more on... You know how you open your mouth and you do the breathing? You breathe. You don't think about it. It just happens.
Yes, until
That's
you start
what
thinking
it's...
about it, and now everyone is thinking about it.
Oh god!
Very true.
Dive in
Yeah.
the water.
How do you breathe? Why did I stop?
look. That's just casting manual breathing.
Yeah.
So it's more on whom I was had to follow these rules. naturally. It wasn't as if I'm forced to do so as if a curse, because it's not. It's a part of who I've always been. So to me, it's just natural. I will just state the truth. Because I've learned through courts and nobles, bandits and pirates, from dragons and lords, if you state the truth, everyone just thinks you're lying. And when they find the truth in itself, then that's when you can get them. Because now they can't trust anyone else because you have been the only one who's been told the truth. And many people can't handle the truth. They don't like it. So they think it's a lie. They deflect. And that's how you can get people. Because that means they're hiding something.
Well, sure, yes, I agree with that sentiment.
When
So-
you go on, please. Sorry, I apologize.
No,
for
you
interrupting.
first.
Ah.
No.
When you're expecting everyone to lie to you, and you find someone that only tells you the truth, you keep trying to find falsehood in their words, to try and get them in a "aha, I knew you were lying." But in Sil's case, they don't. So that moment's never going to come. So you just keep looking and looking to find where that moment is.
But, as I said before, I don't want to harm you or kill you. I want to get you back home. I honestly meant that. That's why I swung to you. You were a woman. I was going to say girl. That would be insultive, which I'm not trying to be. Who really needed help. Kat understood that and made an agreement. And once I was of my sane mind, I too made an agreement. Because I truthfully want to get you back to your home. It's where you want to be, and you have problems that I want to see if I'm able to craft. Even if I can't, it's going to be a fun adventure, see what happens, you know?
Indeed.
And don't forget, my once a young one, Soph, who is sick at the moment.
Yes, I could probably do something about that, but there is actually a fair point you made of acclimatizing to the natural biome.
Yeah, they're gonna be like that for a couple of days.
Probably.
It happens a lot when you go to a new place and you just try their food out. It doesn't mean it's bad food, it just means your gut's not used to it, you know? You understand, Ada, you know, those tiny little things inside of the stomach. I don't
Yes.
know what word you called it, but people can't normally see them, but there is magic for that. I don't think that's around anymore.
Well,
There's a lot of magic that's not around anymore, and
eh,
it's so sad.
it's sort of a controversial theory, but there was we call them scientists back home in Ireland.
That is such a fantastic word on the mouth. Scientist.
Right. Well, these things called telescopes, right?
Yeah, the allows you to view from a distance. I know those.
Right. Well, one of them had the idea, like, what if we, instead of trying to look outwards, try to look inward, sort of, not at distant object, but at close objects, just much more clearly. And that is apparently where the idea of these so-called bacteria come from. I haven't fully decided yet whether I believe in it, but there is a certain sense to it.
I do remember there was... I'm gonna kill him mad because he was kind of on the crazy side. But he shrunk himself down and went into people's bodies to fix them. Yeah, that's the weird part. But I do know they're most likely not around anymore because of an accidental cancellation while inside. I was not there. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you I was not there. But logic states that they expand and, you know.
Yeah, I just literally just thought, yeah, I think I see.
Like a
That's
watermelon being dropped.
yeah, no, that's terrifying.
Do you know what a watermelon is, my lady? They're fantastic fruits.
Oh, watermelon. Yes, I thought you said warmelon. I was like, what the? Is that,
What?
A watermelon? Oh,
watermelon.
Just a little
is it
jab
my
at the-
watermelon?
The
Watermelon? No, my watermelon. It go for war.
Would that be related to a Trent then?
Trent, what are you talking about?
You know, the living trees.
A
Triad.
treant. Oh, that's a
You call it
dryad.
Triad?
Treants and dryads, they are not exactly the same things.
No, no, absolutely not. One will lure you in and give you soft brushes. The other will keep you on poles for about 200 years.
Well, that could actually describe both of them in some cases, but it doesn't matter. But we are sort of getting a little bit sidetracked here, I feel.
I apologize, but yes, I will come with you. Just tell me what you need or want, and I will do it
Sure.
if I possibly can.
All right, good to know. I was just want to make sure one thing. If is there something you would like to do that you are presently unable to do because of your promise to help me?
No. At the moment, there is nothing I personally want to do because I've put that to the side. My main activity is on you, Damson, Fliddish, Mr. Amazing, Soth. We're all one group that I need to protect.
All right.
And you're doing a wonderful job. None
Thank
of us
you.
have perished.
That's not true.
Well,
2 people.
Hmm.
1 unconfirmed, missing in action. They just went and left without even giving me a message. I like that tiefling, man. I liked him. He was a good ranger.
Oh, yes. What was his name again? Yeah.
I actually can't remember. He was very important. How important? So important I don't remember his name. But I'm not good with names. That's why my name is simple.
Right.
I mean,
Look-
Sylph.
Simple self. Look, I understand that so much. If it wasn't for the fact I'm traveling with you all every day, I don't think I'd remember your names. Except for Sylph. Yours I would always remember.
Because you are betrothed.
I have more information on that than she does. She's like a blank slate. I have far more information and understanding. You just have to ask. I do remember Mr. Amazing asked her if she was betrothed, but I wasn't unsure if he was asking me as well, so I didn't speak up. Because I don't know if people were speaking to me if my name isn't stated.
Fair.
So, but you haven't actually told Damson all of the story
no.
behind all of that, then?
Correct, yes.
I remember when Sylph revealed that I had used to be a dragon in the past, if I could learn about the past name, and they said I wasn't ready for it, so I left it then. If I wasn't ready, then I'm not ready. And Sylph will tell me when I am. Because, well, if my mind can't handle it, I don't want to become a broken mess that can't help everyone.
It's telling me no.
Well, that's fair, I suppose.
I mean, like, I don't like bringing it up, but that last memory you had, like, how would you have handled it if that was the first memory you recovered?
I'd probably be brain dead.
Yeah, that's what I am assuming is why Soph hasn't told me.
Right? Well, yes, it's a good. Yeah, it's good to let it trickle slowly into your consciousness again.
What's
Trickle
the saying?
down memories.
You can't rush art. And we are all works of art.
Right, well, I don't quite agree. You can rush art, though, but
Well, do you want it?
I mean, some of the
Fast-
best artworks have been made by artists who were commissioned to make it in like a super fast pace.
There's also the ones that are just a banana that are pitted into a wall.
I do have a question for
Right,
you, my
well,
lady.
Yes.
What is your mother's name? Because she's a fantastic artist, because she made you.
You know, I think this is the first time any one of you is actually asking me about my family.
Yes.
It's because you don't seem as hostile today.
Well, yes, that's fair, I suppose. I wouldn't say I've
You
been
know,
hostile, just reticent. But well, yeah, my mother's name is Serafina.
Seraphine. Do I know that name at all?
Well, I mean, it's not
No?
a
Okay.
all that uncommon name, I suppose. She's she's sort of like our family's main socialite, if you will. She's sort of the the social representative of the Devereaux family.
Ah, we call
she's actually
those social butterflies.
well, yes, she is that. But she's also an accomplished bard, actually.
What type of musical instrument does she use?
Well, let me double check. Well, she plays the lute and also sings.
A lute.
Yes.
Well,
it's, you know.
that makes that's good. I think. Never trust people who use the lie.
Ah, yes, they are liars.
No, it's because most of the time they come from celestial backgrounds.
Right. Well, as we have previously ascertained, that might be actually be the case with my lineage.
Would you? No, you said no last time. No, it wasn't a flat no.
Well, I said it's like the mythical sort of like explanation, rumor that the nobles, you know, are elevated above commoners due to their superior blood from. That is like the purists, they think that. But
Well,
I don't really believe it's actually the case, but well, there is kind of some merit to it.
you are a very logical thinker.
Thank you.
So I have this small puzzle just for you. It's a riddle that will give you an answer.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine, if you will, your own blood being strong.
Being what?
Hypothetical, yes, strong.
Oh, strong, yes.
There has to be some merit in such a way because this is the riddle. Is your blood an actual specialty? Does it have anything behind? I think yes, because you're standing here. Look what you've been through. You have to ask yourself what you yourself have gone through without your memories and with the memories you have at the moment. Would a standard person be able to live through all of that and survive and stand right here?
Hmm. Well, maybe because it's a. I also come from a position of privilege, you know. Having been born into a noble family, I was afforded a good education, a healthy diet, and well, affordable healthcare. Um,
I will give you an inspiration for that one.
So that could play part of it, you know. I wouldn't necessarily ascribe my successes in life just to being born with my just being from my lineage. It also has to do with other external factors.
Well, I would argue that the blood in your veins does help make who you are and will make you stand there. I mean, we do know that lineages do play a big importance because tieflings, they exist.
Don't forget the opposite as well. Asimars.
Yes.
They exist as well.
Oh yes,
And-
the ASMRs.
Well, it's sort of a
I'm
matter
taking
of
psychic damage for that one.
there's a matter of how diluted it can be. You know, there is these what do they call them again? It's there's like an offshoot of medical people in around who believe that if you dilute anything into water, it will retain the memories of that, and you can use it as medicine for anything. But it somehow magically forgets all the piss and shit that it's been in contact with.
Yeah, filtered. Like water, right? You know about the reed cycle?
No, it's yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
Well, we live in a magical world where people could literally just talk to water if they wanted to. Not everyone.
yes, true.
Unique people. There's aliens. Oh wait. Yes, aliens. Those weird. There's goblins. There's, the big hole underground. I forget that name. It's
Right.
weird. It has a bunch of elves down there and spiders.
Hmm.
No.
Yes,
One place.
the Down Under,
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
it's called.
Yes, you're correct. I
It's just-
believe maybe two people would be able to survive that harsh landscape. And it ain't me.
I do have another question for you, Ada.
Yes.
To your knowledge, is your family only human?
Yes.
So
Are you talking about like extended family as well? Because
Yeah.
there's as with the noble families, if you try to keep track of like everyone, I mean there is an extended family tree, but that's a very wide net sort of. It could be that I have like a third cousin who is like half elf, maybe. I don't know. But as far as I know, most of everyone in my close family is human. I suppose my younger sister is she's kind of leaning a little bit more into the like divine teachings and that kind of thing.
Okay. I was just curious because, well, just curious actually. That's all I have for it.
But it's actually kind of I appreciate the questioning. It's I haven't actually thought about my family that much because well I haven't remembered them that clearly.
Were they like shadowy outlines in your mind, or were they just like names before you?
Well, I sort of remember. Well, before I remembered them, they were like these vague sort of figures that I know there was someone I deeply cared about, but it was hard to sort of envision what they looked like specifically, and the names also sort of blurred together a little bit before I eventually remembered them.
Okay. Good to know.
But feel free to ask if you have any other questions about it.
I shall.
Well, shall we go and meet with the other ne'er-do-wells?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So, you guys make your way back over to the caravan. Upon reaching it, you see that the majority of everybody is already setting up and getting ready to head out to their next destination. As they are doing that, you all recognize, it would appear that, well, Kieran seems to be gathering up her belongings, getting ready to go a different direction than everybody else, as she's currently being talked to by the elder. You know, sweet girl, you don't need to go away. It's not your fault that any of this is happening. Well, I would still rather not be here, if that is an option. Thank you, though. Seeing all of you approach, they turn and look.
Kieran, how are you doing?
What's the purpose of this small talk?
To learn how you're doing. That's all. Finding out the news and information and well doing. Nothing else from you.
Roll me a persuasion roll.
It's not. No.
It's not technically a lie. It's true.
Yeah, you're not lying. That's
We're trying to find out how you're doing.
Well, it kind of is a lie because it's. You said that's the only thing, and we have discussed wanting to learn more about the hip bone and her parents and all that.
That's related to
Yeah.
how she's doing.
Yeah, that's small talk.
Right, but how she's doing that's yeah, all right, fair enough.
so. She'll nod at you as you've expressed that, and she'll go, surviving. But it would appear that I am better off suited leaving the caravan than staying with it.
Why?
Why would I remain?
Because you have friends here that consider you some family.
I don't need to be around to put anybody else in danger. I'm okay.
Oh, we all have a past that when we agree to the caravan, we agree to forget about it because it's all a part of the caravan. You've told what you have to tell, and that's that. And even though we had a rocky moment, that is now in the past. If no one has told you to go or leave, and the leader themselves haven't particularly told you to go, no one wants you to go, You are welcome and wanted.
I just need to disappear. The caravan is compromised. If I am discovered, then I'm putting everybody else in danger as well as myself, and that is not something I want on my conscience. It's bad enough that our leader was almost killed because of wanting to help me. It's not anyone else's responsibility. And it's better that I don't make it your problem either.
You know, I've recently been in kind of a similar sort of pickle. Now, let me tell you, you're better off trying to have some allies around you.
I am not sure what they teach you, but staying with the group is always better than being alone. Do you trust these people?
Trust isn't the issue. I don't want them to die. If all of you weren't there to help us, she would have died and I would have been taken captive. And since all of you are leaving now to go a different direction, what am I to do?
You want to do?
Go ahead, man.
What'd you say?
I said, what do you want to do?
Put my head down, find a place that's quiet and remote and secure, and finally just be safe.
It's a nice little dream, but I'm sorry to like burst your bubble a bit, but I don't think that's gonna happen until you take care of those problems you have.
There is another way, of course. But that way would be they will use their ears and lift up their paws to quotation. Kill your own self, but not in a literal way, and become someone different. Someone new.
And what, are all of you offering to kill the Blue Robes? Murder the entire tower? Remove the information that they know and that they're seeking?
Oh.
Well, I think they're already on our list for gastrointestinal discomfort.
They're looking to Jenny and looking to Mr. Fantastic, just waiting for them to say yes.
Amazing. He doesn't stretch.
Sorry. So I forget Mr. Amazing.
This information that they're looking for, can you tell us more about it? Maybe we can help.
She'll look at you and still have a level of distrust. You understand that having this information makes you as big of a target as I am right now.
Understood. And I look at the rest of the group, I think we are all in agreement, and it's okay.
If we have to turn the blue red, so be it.
That makes purple.
It does!
That's a royal color.
They're gonna hug Fliddish.
I mean, they are a royal pain in the ass.
Yeah.
There are 3 types of characters.
But we understand, and we've had our own issues with them. So, we understand what we're getting into. And you have been our traveling companion, and when you were taken, well, Tamsin cared enough to risk her life to find you, and when she didn't return, we went to find you in Tamsin. Because that she asked us to let her try, and when she didn't come back, we're like, okay, diplomacy did not work. We're going to make sure that you all come back by force. And make sure that you are all alive and well. And you are. I do apologize that we didn't get there sooner, but we made a promise to Tamsin to at least wait until the next day, and we wanted to keep our word. As one is only as good as their word.
Maybe if there's 2 targets, it'll be easier for me to go into hiding. Fine.
We
blue-
accept the burden.
The blue were after what my family found near the Relmore River. A few years ago, my father's expedition uncovered something in the ruins of Krellot Keep. A fortress that used to stand on the old trade route east of Relmord. The place was just a mound of stone until we found catacombs beneath it. I remember the day the dig hit something solid. Not stone, not metal, bone. Polished, smooth, huge. You could stand inside the curve of it. Father said it wasn't fossilized, it was preserved, almost humming. When the sun hit the exposed side, light ran through it like water through crystal. We thought it might have belonged to one of the old giants, but the patterning along the marrow, it wasn't anything known. My father wrote in his notes that the structure matched pre-cataclysmic resonance signature. The Blue Robes called it a relic from the Age of Shaping. What they meant was the Age of Myth. They said the world still remembered the beings that carved it. They wanted to study it, of course. Chronomatic resonance is what they were originally doing. How time stores memory and matter. My father was willing to cooperate until he realized they meant to activate it. He stopped writing after that, and his last letter he sent to me was, "It breathes beneath the moon. We are not prepared for it to answer." And then, all of his notes were sent to me via a spell that he knew. Every single tome, every single book, everything. We always had a precaution. The yellow do not trust the blue very easily. And the precaution was that if we were compromised and forced to research for them, that we send everything we have to someone else and that person move to hiding. We are contractually obligated to assist all of the other scholarly programs. They give us access to their notes, their libraries, everything. And in return, we conduct research for them as well. But a blanket resolution does not work for all magehood. Not everybody shares the same goals in mind. Now, they're coming after his notes. I've been trying to research and figure out what it is, but I'm going to be honest, it is far above my scholarly skills without access to deep libraries.
Where is Relmore on the map?
Relmord is the capital of Nyrond, actually.
It is. And the road that she's talking about is all the way here near Natmarsh.
I was supposed to say that in Jenny's accent.
Figured, yeah.
Yeah.
So let
I
me
actually want to.
do-
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Dan.
Sorry, I was going to put a yellow X on the map there to represent what she just said.
Yellow herbs.
Yes.
Didn't say she's east of Realmord?
Ultra route east of Relmore.
Right.
May I?
Realmord
Oh,
is.
it was supposed to be south. I apologize.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, the area she's referring to, everything was discovered near Natmarsh on the road from Realmord.
Right.
Off the road. The road goes all the way down.
Okay. Can I roll a history check on that Krelon keep?
You may.
And Sophie, you were also asking something?
18.
Could I roll history for any proximity of the giant or the bone itself? Because you said the age of myth.
Yes, which was the age that you were from. Yeah, you can roll me a history check. And she said it wasn't giant, it was something else.
Yes.
But that's, you know.
Seven.
Yeah, probably a
Nope.
giant bone. Everybody always thinks it's a titan bone. It's probably giant. Giants got big bones too, and to like small people, what's the difference? It's big and it's big, you know?
And apparently this one's talkative. Or
It's like
not
being-
so much.
It's like being a halfling. Everything's bigger than you. Why are you afraid of a dragon? Now, Ada, 18, you said.
Yep.
All right, give it a second. Let me get those notes together. Sorry, let me refresh.
Why we wait? Looking to Mr. Amazing. Are you gonna go crazy if we go visit Disbone as well?
Go crazy? No.
Yeah, don't you remember when we were in the Titans body and you slowly started to become more, I don't want to say a kleptomaniac, the other one, a megalomaniac, yes, but not to the full degree of wanting to attack us.
Well, no. I mean, it only seemed reasonable back then that we should take some to sell and procure. This is I don't think there would be salts there at this one.
Didn't you at some point refer to the salts as my precious?
Well, they
Yeah.
are precious.
They are.
They're,
Go on,
they're
go on.
our precious.
Yes, our precious. Sorry.
We should make someone put it in a short shaker and just give it to our enemies.
Hmm.
Here's
Take it,
this
like I shall-
wonderful...
like us.
This is the spice of life, my friend.
Instant mummification.
All right. So, Ada. Krelont Keep was a small border fortress. Built to control the Relmore River trade and oversee ferry routes. It was abandoned about 200 years ago after repeated flooding and outbreaks of disease in nearby villages around it. The site became known in academic circles for unusual magical interference. Timekeeping enchantments and divination spells often failed near it. It was later reclassified as a residence site by the Yellow Robes. a circle of temporal and theoretical magi, as they are referred to in your nation. Around a decade ago, a team of scholars obtained permission from Relmord University to excavate the lower ruins. And that's when you finally remember where you heard the Velor name before. It was the Velor family who was given that scholarship. You recall hearing that the expedition ended abruptly, and that the Blue Robes, a rival school of arcane historians, claimed jurisdiction soon after. But all of that kind of moved outside of your purview of what mattered because you were dealing with, you know, hubby.
Yeah.
So does that mean she's from the Nyrond region as well?
Not necessarily. Mages travel all over. You just get the right people for the job when it comes to magehood.
Okay. I was just asking out of character, just in case. My own note.
Yeah. Oh, I would do the accent, and every Frenchman would be so offended.
I mean, she could have been hiding her accent like Jenny.
Yeah.
You know, Southern French have a complete different accent than Central France or Northern France, just to say.
No, they all sound like this.
That's Northern.
It is 100%. They all sound like this.
Ah.
So I'm doing it wrong then.
Yeah. Bébé. Pepe le pied.
I'll
Are you
lean more
calling
into
that a
it when we
garlic
get-
bread?
when we get to Nairon, I'll lean more into it.
Yeah.
I encourage the stereotypical women.
But
not the Indian.
for homage.
Not the homage, no.
But truthfully, we would rather you stay close to the caravan for now. Then, at a later point, break away. Simply is,
To break free.
you're going to need all the allies at the moment if they are coming for you, compared to just being alone.
Well, I refuse. I am not staying with this expedition any longer. I'm not putting all of these good people in danger. You all are now in danger as well, so you can do whatever you please, but I'm going a different direction. If any of you know of a place that's safe outside of their grasp, I would be...
Well,
I would owe you a
there
great debt.
is a place that you could go if you truly like looking to Jenny. And I sign in Thieves' Cant for the first time. Our home base.
It's a bit far away though, and it's well. Yeah, I suppose that could be an option, but I mean, I look at Mr. Amazing. Like, it's your place.
Oh, I mean, that could work as well. I apologize, Mr. Amazing. I just thought it would be rude to just bring your place up because it's your place and not ours.
Understood. Maybe I can look into ways to keep you safe here. Give me a bit, and I'll let you know.
I'm gonna look to Sylv and just kind of like mutter in Renee. This sounds like a very bad idea, but what about the Feywilds?
I could ask. But that would be dramatic to say. But
Yeah.
it would be out of their reach. And they would be safe as I could make an arrangement.
She could join the carnival that we came across. Only comes here once a year.
That's harder to find once they're gone.
Not fair.
That's
Regret
the
missing
intention.
that carnival. I was feeling shitty that day.
You can hear us?
Where did you learn this tongue,
They're,
woman?
they're speaking in Renee.
Oh yeah. True.
But they stop speak just normal fun. Damson here brought up another idea that is a huge possibility. There may be a possibility that I could get you entry within the Feywilds. It has a different rule set than this place, of course.
What? No?
That's fair.
I've only done a little bit of research into the Fae, but everything I've learned about them. Excuse my Narondese,
French,
but
yeah.
fuck them.
Some do.
No. I don't like chaos. I like order. I like organization. I like books and relaxation and quiet and not breathing in opium.
You know, there are many libraries here in Greyhawk. A lot of research can be done. I don't know, I might be able to find you a place to stay. You could take cover. It's up to you.
And you're aren't you like an accomplished mage yourself or something?
I
Well, I mean-
even know the shield spell.
Oh.
She's a researcher.
She's a scholar.
Right.
Yeah. She has the feat of magic initiate.
Yeah, okay.
That's-
I thought she was a wizard.
No, her father was. Yellow mages, many of them are wizards, but they stick to the more scholarly route. Majority of them are not like accomplished mages. They are scholars.
There's the one that gets the expertise skill instead of spell slots.
I know she would make a fine addition at one of our strong cards because she would
Yeah.
literally become a librarian for us and a researcher.
No.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting. What the hell do they call you, Mr. Amazing?
The man with the magic hands.
No.
Disjoiner.
Disjoiner. I keep forgetting that. I need to write that down somewhere.
Oh, because
Di-
you've not joined the clan.
Disjoiner. That's... Disjoiner.
Yes.
I assume the fact that you're still alive means that you have safe houses.
Correct.
If I was to offer you my father's notes and research, would I be able to spend time at one of them to disappear?
Now that can be arranged.
Well, you bring me to the location, I will give you everything I have of his.
Done. And then Joey, I'm gonna cast sending,
Mhm.
even if I have to do it like 2 or 3 times, to Diamond Jack, letting her know that we need to find a safe house somewhere in the city for Kieran.
Not your safe house?
Or
'Cause
it could be my safe house.
That is
So
the
just-
only place
yeah.
that is safe and secure from
Yeah.
mages.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Or somewhere in
Apparently-
the
Teach me that.
What were you saying, Mr. Amazing?
yeah, just so somewhere, if we just finding out if we can keep her safe and if there's room in whatever, blah blah blah.
Your
Thinking
bastion
of
is
some-
literally the only place that you have that's like...
Yeah.
It's set up so that the mages can't get to you easily.
Mhm.
They can
Yeah.
get to you, but they can't get to you easily.
Yep.
So you're okay with her staying at your bastion?
Sure.
Yeah, but I'm also letting, and then I'll talk to her more later. I'm also letting her know about Kieran and yellow robes, and that we need to, even though we're keeping her safe there, we still need to just be wary of what we expose Kieran to.
Very good. What were you saying, Sylph?
To Mr. Amazing, if he is able to teach Sylph Descending.
I could possibly teach you some things in the future. All right, I'm back. I was feeding my mom and my daughter.
Oh.
Not literally with a fork and spoon or anything. But...
All right. Well, sounds like we have some sort of deal taking place or taking shape. I mean,
Take me there and I'll hand you over all the notes. And she gathers up her very large scholar pack that she has. And
Right. Shall we head out? Did you want to speak to the captain first?
I did want to speak to Tamsin to make sure that she is all right as well.
yeah.
But just before we head out, since I don't know how long she and Beryl and everyone else are going to be here, to say goodbyes properly to them for the journey that we had.
you all
And
can commit to your goodbyes. I'm going to wait outside.
Okay. Look for Tamsin.
You
I'll
find
go in.
her. Oh, yeah.
I'm just going to say to Kieran before we go in, do you have something of yours I can hold on to just in case I need to find you?
She'll hand you a handkerchief.
All right, cool.
You find Tamsin currently gathering up more barrels with Beryl and putting them on the ship of fresh water.
Tamsin.
Ah, Damson. Pleasure to see you again.
Is there an echo in here?
It's just funny our names happened to line up. It is good to see you again. How are you recovering?
I'm off healed up thanks to all of you. Admittedly, I wasn't expecting to be put into a magical knife blender.
Yeah, we saw the aftermath of that.
Happens to the best of us.
Well, I didn't even know what a blender was until Sylph educated me on them. Still sounds like some preposterous magic to me. Why would you need something that chops everything that finely? That's stupid.
Sometimes you want to drink a pineapple.
Just suck on it.
That's what she said. Or he said. No, it doesn't
No,
matter.
she's a she. She's a she.
But I'm glad that you are feeling better.
I am. Thank you. Now, are you all still planning on leaving? You're more than welcome to stick with the expedition.
That is our current plan, yes. Where are you guys heading after Greyhawk?
Well, we'll be going southwards until we make it to Safe Tour, and then eventually we'll be stopping once we get over to the High Port, the southern end of the Woolly Bay.
Well, okay. If our adventures take us that way, then hopefully we'll meet up with you once again, as you all have been lovely.
All of you have been undeniably helpful. Thank you.
Of course. You were our expedition leader. It is only fair that we helped look after you as you looked after us. Speaking of, if I did want to ask, and wanted to give it some time, how did all of that end up going down before the whole magical blender?
What do you mean?
Like, how did you had gone out for it to try and solve it diplomatically, and how did you end up getting captured? Like, what went wrong there?
I set up a rendezvous with a contact that I had in town, and on my way there was when I was cornered in an alleyway by two mages. When I decided to start going after one of them, they casted some spell that made my muscles tighter and more difficult for me to move. And then there was another one who summoned forth 100 daggers that kept spinning in the air, cutting me to little ribbons and shreds, until they left me as a pile of nearly dead flesh ribbons. I hope that paints the perfect picture for you.
Vividly, and I'm glad that you did not lose any limbs from that.
Not for lack of trying on their part. If I didn't know how to fend off weapons at all, I would not be standing.
Clearly you were... Yeah, clearly you beat their expectations. You lived and you survived to today.
I'll give myself an ego when I kill them.
We'll be sure to hit you up before we go about doing that.
Thank you. I would love to return the favor. By the way, I was wondering, Mr. Amazing, do you have some tips on how to combat against mages? From what I heard from all of them, you're a disjointed individual.
You know, there's always rumors about stuff, but the biggest thing is just try to not get noticed, which in this case be a little late.
Not an option for me. I wear heavy armor. Anything else?
Yes, get in close, hit many times. Get in as close as you can, as quick as you can.
If you can drag them underwater, that seems to be the point.
That works really well too. Then
Yeah.
they can't speak their. Then they can't speak their spells, or if you were to somehow stop their voice, a lot of times that can do it. Some spells
their voice.
stop their voice. Yes. Another one is sometimes they need to see you in order to cast the spell on you. Not always, but those are two very good things to help.
Yes,
Barrel.
binding
Go
their
on.
wrists as well.
Oh, I don't plan on keeping them around long enough to bind. I'm just going to cut their hands off. But
Fair enough.
these are useful tips. Beryl! Yeah, Thompson? Yeah. We're gonna start learning how to swim. No, I don't like learning. We're going to do it to make sure if those mean people come after us again, we can handle them with ease. Alright, we're learning how to swim? Yep.
You get to learn to play with the fish as well.
I don't like fish, they bite me.
They taste
Bite
good. though,
them
but they-
back.
I do that, and then they complain, because then we can't cook it and serve it to other people.
Oh.
Also, Elder always tells me that it is rude for me to bite all of the fishes to test them, and that I'm supposed to wait until we cook them, because apparently that's what normal people do.
Yeah, but being normal's boring.
I agree.
Kind of agree as well, actually.
Anyways, are you guys leaving?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna miss you. And he runs over and picks you up. And Damson, still the only person you've met who can easily crack your entire back by squeezing. Oh, I'm gonna miss you so much. You know, scales aren't as soft as like skin or feathers or fur, but it's still kind of fun to rub your face on them. That's not weird, is it?
No.
That'll put you down.
Don't argue with someone who can break your back. No, it's not. It's not.
Like, yes, that is weird.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you like the texture of something, it makes sense to find something, that matches that texture.
Well, I should get a pillow made of scales.
Damson,
you-
do you shed?
Yes.
Well,
Maybe
that
we
sounded more rude than what I did.
Maybe we, when you shed again, we just save some of those scales and.
I mean, Sylph helps me a lot of the time to get broken scales out.
I do. I collect them.
All right, well, just let me know because it is really it's a good back scratch. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, everyone else, and he'll one by one go through and hug each of you much more gently than he does with Damson.
All right.
He
well,
he
it
was told a while ago all of you are much more breakable, so he's very gentle.
I'll give him a tap on the shoulder. It was nice traveling with you, Val. You're a stout fellow.
Oh, thank you very much, Jenny. And don't worry about your weird voice problem. I'm sure it'll go away eventually.
Yeah, I hope so. It's
Yeah.
just something that happens once in a while, you know.
Yeah, you sound all funny. It'll go away, I'm sure.
Yeah.
You've slipped in front of him so many times.
Yeah, I do. Huh. Alright, well, take care of yourself and the others.
Right, goodbye. Gonna miss all you guys. Take care, everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You see Kieran already waiting for you all on the docks.
All right. Shall we go? Follow me.
Follow him.
We're following.
Right click, follow.
So, you make it back over to your safe house.
Diamond Jack, this is Kieran.
Hey, pleasure to meet you. You're a lovely young lady. Please come with me over to the back. Don't worry. We're going to the private area. And she looks over at the security, who both look at her and nod. You have two security orcs. Their job is just to be intimidating. They don't really do much.
Yeah.
But you bring her to the back, and she looks around, and this place is magically secured.
Yes, you should be safe.
Divination included.
Yes, they shouldn't be able to scry here.
Okay, good. Good. So
You should be able to be safe here and do some research. Might put you to work a bit to give you some cover for not very often, but just to give you a what do they call that? Like a background or cover or that kind of thing.
A history. A blueprint.
Way to blend in, yes.
an excuse. That's mainly what I need. Yes, allow me to gather forth all of the materials.
But Kieran, what's your like area of expertise in terms
Research.
of yeah, but do you have like a specific field of research?
Ancient history, different periods. I have a fondness for research pertaining to anything that is older than, let me look at the different generations or eras. Sorry, one second. Scroll. I have a particular fondness for the beginning of the cyclical theory of age, or sorry, the beginning of the cyclical theory of ages.
What?
Right.
The beginning age was the age of creation, which is mainly mythic in origin. there is a theory that the different ages are cyclical. They keep cycling through in different instances, and similar things can mark a similar end to an age as a new one would begin. After you're done with the age of creation, you go to the age of mastery, then the age of destruction, the age of rebirth, and then the age of balance. This is not the age, it's the creation, mastery, destruction, rebirth, balance. And it's a cyclical thing that seems to happen during each of the great ages. There's the age of myth, the age of legend, the age of darkness, the age of kingdoms, the age of turmoil, and our present age, which has yet to be named. We are currently in a wonderful balancing era, as kingdoms have already been reborn for, well, over 600, 700 years.
Right. And, what would you say is like the general time span of this whole cycle? Like from start to finish.
Well, different ages had different times spanning across them. If I remember, the age of myth was roughly 10,000 years before the common year. And the age of legend began roughly 5,000 years ago, which means the age of myth lasted the longest, 5,000 years. The age of legend, however, was around 4,000 years. And then the age of darkness lasted much shorter than that. Basically 650 years or so, and the age of kingdoms has only been the last 350 years, and
So each age grows shorter then.
it seems to, but the age of turmoil was very interesting because that was around 0 common year to 576 common year. The present age, I mean, is running 585, and what year are we now? 400 years later? It's not as apparently consistent as time, but there's another general relativity thing when it comes to time itself, that depending on times for cycles are not correlated based upon our realm, but based upon a greater realm, one outside of our purview. The cyclical theory suggests that if we can discover which realm is the basis of all time, then we will be able to time out when one age will start and a new one will end, when the next big calamity comes by.
Right. And that would basically be the end of the world and the start of a new one?
Not exactly. The end of an age does not discern the end of a world. There was a time period where the beginning of the Age of Darkness, it wasn't the end of our world. It was the end of the world as we knew it. Kingdoms fell, rulerships were completely disjointed, mages took over in a very hostile manner, darkness of demons and devils were taking over alongside them in partnerships. But the world itself didn't end, it persisted through. It's important to distinct that the world hasn't, as far as we're aware, ended, just the current rulership does.
Right, but what I was sort of thinking was that if there's like a cycle of cycles, if you will, sort of like all those cycles repeat through making a cycle of their own.
Absolutely. Maybe.
And then
a cyclical cycle?
Right, well, the end of that cycle, if you have like an age of creation at the start, then something has to be created. If something's already created, then why would you have an age of creation?
It could be more creation added on top of that. Change and creation.
Yeah, I suppose.
As of now, this is as far back as our knowledge can stem. Nobody knows the true origin of anything. There's theories, but outside of religious beliefs, which are, excuse me if anybody's religious, asinine. Gods were not the first on this world. They happened
Yep.
during the age of creation. They were not the age of creation. But some people believe that the gods were the creation of all things. Honestly, it sounds like a cop-out for not wanting to put in the work of learning anything more when you go, this is the beginning of all things.
Right. Yeah, it'd be interesting to learn more about it.
So, has there been any of them that have lasted through multiple ages? Like anywhere in the world? Like
What do you
kingdoms
mean?
or-
Kingdoms?
Hmm.
That is a good question. Let me look at my notes.
Kingdoms, duchies, cities, organizations. I'm just curious what the oldest one is now. And
I
if there's
think-
any surviving from like that age of myth.
I seem to recall like Greyhawk itself is like really, really old as a city.
Greyhawk is the oldest if we're talking about first edition, because Greyhawk is where everything started. Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Greyhawk is the literal center of the first edition, and that's not a joke. Like, it literally
No.
is the center.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping quiet.
No, you're good. You're good. Greyhawk was in the first edition, but it did not persist. It. Let me get this information up.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Like,
It's not
It's
the
by
first
name.
civilization.
yeah, they rediscovered it.
This is New Greyhawk.
More like new Greyhawk.
So it's built on top of the old one?
There are multiple different civilizations that have persisted through different times and eras. For instance, the Baklunish West. All of you should be familiar with that. It's where you started.
Yeah.
It originated pre-twin cataclysms, which was during the Age of Legend. It survived through the Age of Darkness, the Age of Kingdoms, and though it did go through a invoked devastation that was punished upon it by individuals, its people's faith and successors survived, rebuilding it to what it currently is. It is one of the longest one. The Flan tribes and faiths, if you count them as civilized, or civilizations, not civilized, they came from a primordial pre-cataclysm. I believe it was the Age of Myth. And they've survived through everything.
Where are the Flan tribes at?
That's the Flanese people. Your people.
Our people, yeah.
Yeah. They've survived every age. They... Outside of that, there's of course the Dwarven halls that are, well, mythically old. We're unsure, at least I am, of exactly how old it is, since the dwarves like to keep that to themselves. The Elven realm itself, Selene and Vesve, we're also unsure of how old that one is, but we believe Age of Myth was its origin. And, I mean, multiple other kingdoms have survived through many different ages. The oldest lasting one is, well, if you count this city, Greyhawk. Though it's technically, its rulership has seen many, many different civilizations taking lead over top of it. During different ages, however, it predates all of the ones that I just mentioned as far as we're able to tell.
So there must be many ruins beneath the city.
Ruins upon ruins. Eventually, they stopped digging downwards and decided that it was easier to destroy what is currently here and build bigger and better over top of it. If you notice, the walls are the sturdiest thing we have, but the buildings themselves are designed to be able to be relatively impacted by calamity. That is because it was the theory of some of the architects of this fine city that it makes more sense to fortify the outskirts of everything than it does the inside. The inside can simply be rebuilt in any situation. So allocate less resources to rebuilding the inside and do what is necessary. The history of the architecture of the city is actually very fascinating as well. If any of you have a few hours, I would love to educate you on it.
Maybe at a different time.
I could educate you on some of the areas of Biff. I've been from there.
I would love to hear about this. Make sure you are fact-checked, of course.
Yeah, that's fine. If you're
Oh.
able to find the facts of the information, of course, you're free to do as you wish.
Right. Well,
Go on.
now, yeah, we could delve into all this ancient history, I suppose, at some point. But let's focus on staying alive for now, eh?
Staying alive.
Staying alive.
Indeed.
Well, Mr. Amazing, if this place is, as you say, I'm going to have to take you at your word for its safety. Allow me to, gather up everything. She opens up her bag after placing it heftily on the table. For as small as she is carrying around a lot of weight. A backpack full of books. And she starts siphoning through. Many of what she has is not what you are looking for specifically. It's just her own individual research, her own notes. Every scholar has things like this. And eventually she pulls out what appears to be a very intricate locked box. The surface of it has these tiles that look like they're shifting and changing so that you can rotate them around through a very, very simple course of action, but to do so is going to take a painstaking amount of time. She places that down, and then she reaches over to 6 books that she pulls out and places them all down in front of you. I know my father's research is much more in-depth than these 6 books, but he kept everything locked away in a magical space that he had. The key to that space, she pushes the puzzle box over to you, is inside of this. If you can figure out how to open it, you should be able to gain access to his study.
Thank you. And I'm gonna look at the box a little bit and see if it speaks to me. Not like literally speaks to me, but like if I can.
Investigation.
I have a very dumb question for you, and please do forgive my ignorance if it is rude. Do you know what happened to your father? Like, do you know if he's confirmed perished? Because I don't know much about the magical spaces you mentioned, but if it's a study and if one could live in there, could he be inside the box?
If so, he would be long dead. You see that I know where, I don't know where, I know what his study is. It's a demiplane. As he described it to me, it's a little space between spaces, but the problem with them is that air does not flow through them. So if he was in there, he is long since suffocated. And he never gave me the secret to unlocking the box. Well, mostly for my own safety. Father was quite an accomplished researcher, and if somebody knew I had access to his study, it would make me a target by rival mages to steal it.
I had asked because I know how, some animals can go into hibernation. If maybe there was magic that could put you in a similar state?
I don't know.
Jenny, what do you think about this? Maybe if I move this piece here, what are your thoughts?
Well, let me have a closer look at it. I can try and crack it.
Yeah. So I don't. I'm just looking for help. So either advantage or we can both roll, whatever you want.
What sort of check is it?
Investigation.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll assist.
Discerning how something works or mechanically happens. Investigation. It comes up once in a while.
It does.
Only once.
So I got advantage, and then I'll.
you do.
If I need to, I'll use my human. Do advantage. Bum bum bum. Ooh, 24.
Nice.
Ooh, 24.
That's a 19. That's almost the best you can get.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mr. Amazing, you realize that there's one open gap on it, and you can rotate tiles around to try to get to it. Now, once you realize that, you move the 8 pieces around until you filled it in that middle gap, and it makes a picture of what appears to be a beautiful lotus flower. And as soon as that happens, it snaps and rotates 25 degrees, and those 8 components have turned into 16. This puzzle is going to take you a while to tinker with and figure out, but at least you know the general theory of how to do it. It's going to get exponentially harder too, but you now know how to do it.
Yes, I'll continue. Thank you, Kieran. I'll continue to work with this and see if I can figure my way in.
Yeah, I'd like to help you with that.
When you do, not with any haste, of course. I know you're adventuring and murdering mages. If you could inform me as well, I want to know what the information my mother and father possibly died for was.
Yes, of course. I'll make sure you know.
I think it's only fair that if we're here when we get it open, we have her come in with us, right?
I need to check the dangers and such first.
I mean, logically.
Oh, 100%. I'm not going in there first. No, I'm a scholar. That's your job. No. She knows her place. She does research. She does it good. But I think that covers just about everything we had. When we come back next week, I don't know, are we spending a little time in the city, or are we going to be finding our way over to the Kingdom of Norond? You players will decide. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.